Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys. Today we are talking about Botox. We know it has become one of the most popular cosmetic procedures with folks on our TV screens every day and across social media platforms, making it a household term and a fixture in the pop culture lexicon. Through the years, we've seen it all, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And now we are talking about the downright dangers of Botox. This is a disturbing trend. As of April, the CDC identified 22 people that became sick in 10 states, including New York and New Jersey, from this bad Botox. And here to break down what you need to look out for is Dr. Jeanine Downie. She is a board-certified and award-winning dermatologist and owner of Image Dermatology. Dr. Downie, welcome.
Thank you, Vanessa. Great to be here.
Yes, so let's talk, of course, Botox. Botox celebrating its 20th birthday, 20 years,
Yep.
FDA approval, and you've been administering Botox for
I've been
around...
pretty much since the 90s, actually. It was off-label at first, back in the 90s when I started administering it. My forehead is Botox right now. And Botox is like Kleenex. It's like the name for the neuromodulators. But what Botox is it's a neuromodulator.
Yes.
So what that means is that it's a tiny little purified protein that helps so that you can't frown, you can't raise your eyebrows up, and you're not getting really a ton of lines there. It's also used for people that crunch their teeth too much with TMJ.
Right.
It's also used for migraines. It's also used for sweating under the arms. People think it helps with depression. There's a million different correct ways to use it, and 7.4 million people use Botox in 2022 in the United States of America.
Staggering. So a lot of off-label uses, but typically it's used for the face.
Right.
And it essentially paralyzes those muscles, so you don't frown.
It makes the muscles like not fire so that you're not really frowning.
Right.
So it like softens so I can still move my forehead, but you're not seeing any lines.
Right.
That type of thing.
A neurotoxin, but we do know that there are 5 FDA-approved neurotoxins that fall under the Botox umbrella. What are they? Just so people know, if they go out there, these are the vials they need to see.
Right. It's Botox. It is Xeomin. It is Daxify. So I did the clinical trials for all 3 of those.
Yes.
It is Dysport, and it is Jeuveau. I did the clinical trials for Jeuveau also.
So those
4
are
of the
ones.
5 I did the clinical trials for. And there's a lot of fake, and this is just very, very frightening.
Very. Okay, so let's talk about that. The CDC says of these people that were affected, all of them are women, ages 25 to 59 years old.
Right.
What drug did they receive, and what are the symptoms that they experienced?
So they're getting counterfeit Botox, and they're having shortness of breath, difficulty swallowing, they're having weakness overall, they're having constipation, they're having incontinence. It's just very, very, very frightening. Difficulty swallowing, all of that, all of those different symptoms. And this is what botulism is, and that is very, very frightening. And some of these people have wound up in the hospital.
In the hospital,
yeah. And that's significant because you have to get, you know, a countertoxin to get off of that. And I don't even know what to say about this.
So what do we need to look for if folks out there are interested in getting Botox? What type of facility? Because we know there's all these beauty spas, meta spas popping up.
I know.
What type of facility and what type of practitioner should we be looking for?
So I am a board-certified dermatologist, so board-certified plastic surgeons, board-certified facial plastics, board-certified oculoplastics. So those are the 4 doctors groups that administer, especially board-certified dermatologists. This is our bread and butter. That being said, there are a lot of people that are unlicensed, that are non-medical, some even beauticians that are administering toxin in their living room. Don't go to somebody's living room for a neuromodulator. They're administering toxin at you know, Botox parties, as it were, and in unlicensed facilities that aren't even overseen by physicians. And they're buying the counterfeit Botox offline. And so they're like, for example, they're in 150 unit bottles, and Botox comes in 100 unit and 200 unit, but the public doesn't know that. That type of frightening details. That type of thing.
So obviously the big issue, it's not an issue, but it is accessibility. We want people to be able to get the things that they need, but here we have the accessibility. We have the demand for folks to get things at a great cost, because of inflation. And then we have the Botox parties. We have people on social media that make this seem like it's just going and getting a facial, but this is a real medical procedure. Are you concerned at this point that Botox is almost trivialized in terms of just going to go get Botox?
It is trivialized, and it is still a medical procedure where you need alcohol swipes and clean needles and proper sanitary treatments. I mean, side effects, obviously, it's an injection, so you can get a little bruising, you can get a little swelling, that type of thing. That's normal. But if you start having difficulty swallowing after going to some sketchy place, you shouldn't have done that. I always tell my patients, I'd rather them come to see me twice a year and get the neuromodulator, the Botox, the Daxxify, the Xeomin twice a year, rather than you know, coming every 3 months exactly when it wears off and maybe going somewhere else in between times to see me. You can't really, taking a discount coupon for your health is never a good thing, Vanessa.
Right.
I mean, your health is your health.
Absolutely. They call it a lunchtime procedure,
right.
but don't get a lunchtime procedure
right.
and then
it's
end up
not
in
a
the
pedicure.
hospital.
It's not a pedicure.
Right.
Yeah, and you can, there's a case out of New Jersey that's right by me where the person went to the hospital for a week with botulism symptoms, and now the insurance company doesn't want to pay.
Right. And of course, you can obviously use some search tools online. The American Academy of Dermatology has a search tool for you to find board-certified providers like Dr. Downie. Doctor, thank you so much for being here. Of course, you can find her at imagedermatology.com, located in Montclair, New Jersey. Great information. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Dan Calla, back to you.